Hello, everyone. My name is Mawukun, and I am honored to be one of this year's Black Brilliance ambassadors. When I was younger, I never really understood the concept of racism. Living life as a child was great, where nothing really mattered. But as I grew older, I started seeing change in how others treated each other and how things in life started to get more serious and matter a lot. In fact, racism was a big one. My parents taught me to be proud of who I am and that my culture is what I should be the most proud of. They told me that it would be harder growing up, but I never really understood why my identity, the thing that I should be the most proud of, was going to be challenged until I started facing issues. In this generation, racism is entertainment. Entertainment for those who don't have to experience racism. This is where it all started for me. It was the continuous jokes that made everyone laugh, including me. But why was I laughing at a joke that was a hatred joke directed to my race and identity? This is when I realized I was scared. I allowed my friends to say these things knowing it was bad, but I endured it because they were my friends, and friends always joke around. I would never tell anybody because I didn't want to be considered a snitch or be considered dramatic for fighting for what's right on my side of the situation. That is until I got into high school. The jokes got worse and I continued to laugh along even though nothing about the jokes were funny. But if everyone else was laughing, then I had to fit in. I remember the one day I got an invitation to this small group in this white dominated school. This was a multicultural group, but I avoided it because I was afraid of what others would think of me if I joined. But I built courage and went, and that was probably one of the best decisions I could have made. Obviously, the ignorant people who knew about this group would make jokes about it and laugh, but that didn't matter, because I was open to opportunity and space where I can encourage myself to be better and not let other people define and choose what I can be. I can now open my voice to others, to speak up for what's right, and understand that no matter what I do, I will always have a supportive community. Of course, I've had moments when my worth was questioned because of my race or the color of my skin, whether it was being overlooked or based on stereotypes. But in those moments, I've grown to remind myself that it was never my fault and that flourishing doesn't come without challenges. Every challenge we face is a chance for us to show our strength, our resilience, and our brilliance. Black flourishing to me means to experience personal growth and to thrive in various aspects of life. It is more about that feeling of success and that will to continue evolving in that positive direction. In other words, it is our right to live fully despite the challenges we face. It's all about thriving, not merely surviving. Our music, our art, our literature, and more accomplishments that could go on is proof of our flourishing. Our flourishing expresses our freedom, resistance, and joy. I think becoming a Black Brilliance ambassador is my biggest example of flourishing. Not only did I achieve and improve my own personal growth, but I overcame issues like my social anxiety, racism, and stress. I became resilient and broke those barriers and spoke up for myself. And since then, not only did I open a new chapter, but I opened opportunities. So in order to flourish, you have to let go of what's holding you back so you can shine and become successful to open yourself to more opportunities your life has to offer. We all play some type of role in creating spaces where Black flourishing is not just possible, but is celebrated. It is no competition, but a collective journey, because when one of us rises, we all rise.